Hello and a very warm welcome to Meghan and Harry News YouTube channel. We've yet to hear Meghan or Harry say they will ever have an interest in getting involved in politics. Meghan and Harry are well known for their phrase, "Service is universal," and have stated how they want to use their position to make a change in the world for the better. So it's always a possibility, but as far as I know, Meghan has never stated emphatically that she has political ambitions at this time. Most of these rumours come from the media, and here we see this today. Meghan Markle given a major boost as Democrats back her to beat Trump at the next US election. Speculation is high that the former actress could one day make a bid for the White House. Now, once again, if you see even what may seem as a remotely positive headline from the toxic media about Meghan, then alarm bells should be ringing, because as we saw with the recent Duchess of Dior nonsense, one of their media strategies is to fabricate stories with the intent of using the future denial of the story as a way of bashing Meghan, all of it being fabricated. Here we see a story about how a poll suggests she would be popular as a Democrat leader against Trump in the 2024 US elections. It says Meghan Markle is the joint top choice among Democrats if the party picks a woman as its candidate for the 2024 presidential election, new polling suggests. The poll by the Washington-based Democracy Institute of Democratic Voters found 25% said the Duchess of Sussex would be best for the job in the list of potential female runners. Hillary Clinton, who lost to Donald Trump in 2016, came next with 22% in the survey of 555 Democrats carried out from May 24th to 26th. A further 18% backed woke Congressman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, while 6% opted for Senator Elizabeth Warren. 4% said others or were undecided. Democracy Institute Director Patrick Basham told the Daily Express US there is still an appetite for Meghan to be the Democratic candidate. He said, "It's a testament to two things. One is that the fact that the choices that the Democrats have are not great. They probably would go for a female candidate if Biden wasn't in the picture." Mr. Basham said he does not believe Ms. Harris would win an election, but is likely to be selected as the Democrats' core support is among black women. He argued that Miss Clinton isn't as popular as she was, although she still would be an influential. Miss Ocasio-Cortez does not appear to be an obvious successor on the left, and Mrs. Warren's day has probably come and gone. It comes amid ongoing speculation about LA-born Meghan's political ambitions. Mr. Biden's sister Valerie Biden Owens last year invited the Duchess to join the Democrats, adding that she would make a good presidential candidate. Meanwhile, Obed Scobie, co-author of the flattering Finding Freedom biography on the Sussexes, previously said Meghan is the embodiment of the American dream. One day we may see Meghan become president. But she has never publicly confirmed any personal ambitions to enter politics or run for office. Now, I've always said I hope that Meghan stays out of politics, but it would be suited to her. She is a very eloquent speaker, confident, and presents herself very well. It would be interesting to see how it would work out, but business of politics is a dirty game, and I believe more can be done for good outside of that system as opposed to being trapped within it. Meghan and Harry made the right choice of leaving the prison of the firm and the royal family. Would it be wise to trap themselves into another institutional system again? Let me know your opinion in the comments. Pop star Taylor Swift is now getting her name dragged into the orchestrated smear campaign against Meghan and Harry. Daily Telegraph, whose address is at Buckingham Palace Road and is very much part of the smear campaign, put this story out. Taylor Swift snubbed invite to Duchess of Sussex's podcast. Reports claim Meghan wrote a personal letter asking her to appear on the Archetypes show, but the singer declined through a representative. This is one of the strategies of the smear campaign, because they constantly attack them for every single little thing they can think of, and much of this is fabricated. This will only make other celebrities wary of interacting with them, because they know then they will probably get heat from the toxic media because of their association. This is how poisonous the toxic media are, and someone like Taylor Swift, who relies heavily on the media, may have wanted to go on the podcast, but declined because they can't be bothered with all the hassle. It says here, it is alleged that Meghan wrote a personal letter to Taylor Swift asking her to appear on Archetypes, but the singer declined through a representative. But of course this toxic media platform who reside at Buckingham Palace Road imply that Taylor Swift snubbed them. There is also the possibility that the story is not even true in the first place, just as the Duchess of Dior story was a chain of lies from the beginning, fabricated from the start as an agenda to end up mocking Meghan for something that didn't even happen. It is interesting how this smear campaign has escalated of late. Their vicious and toxic reporting must not be having the desired effect, and they keep doing the same thing over and over again in order to achieve the same result, and that description is what insanity is called. They say that insanity is doing the same thing over and over again with the full expectation that the results are going to be different. Well, that is what you're seeing with the smear campaign. They keep on fabricating stories, picking on irrelevant angles and making them negative. They have become predictable, all in their agenda to diminish Meghan and Harry's popularity, because the firms still consider them a threat to the monarchy, and all because they quit and started financing themselves, and the greedy monarchy don't want the public to realise this and then question the monarchy. Why don't you do the same thing as opposed to taking money from the poor UK taxpayer? So they continue to demonise Meghan and Harry to distract the public from realising this very simple and obvious point. Whether or not Meghan asked Taylor Swift to go on a podcast is irrelevant. Whether or not she wanted to go on it or not is irrelevant. What these headlines are now being used for is for something much more insidious. They are being used as ammunition for the army of online trolls to use and mock Harry and Meghan on social media. Many of these trolls are part and parcel of the smear campaign, but many are brainwashed NPCs who don't think for themselves and are caught up in the irrelevant gossip and arguments that fuel such nonsense. Let me know your opinion in the comments below.